Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, the Underdog Part 2. Now, the Underdog Part 2, this is all about my own game that I've got going on as Cork City. And I've got to really go through with you just how this finished last season. We've got to the start of Season 2 at the very start. And also, guys, keep a lookout because I'm looking to do a stream today. What is it now? The date is Friday, the 7th of November 2025. I'm looking to do a stream at around between 12 and 1 UK time, and it'll be on this game. Cork City, well, where to start? Where to start last season? Because, well, what can I say? First of all, this season, this is where we're at. You can already get a bit of a rough guide as to this season. We're in the we won the Irish Premier League. And we're in the Champions League, and we've got 1 foot in to the next stage. As you can see, we beat KR of Israel. We've got Copenhagen, difficult-looking second qualifying round. The Super Cup. Now, it's funny, really, because I've been speaking to a guy called Sean, who's Irish, who knows more about the Irish League than anybody that I know. And he was telling me yesterday that the Super Cup no longer exists. It is a top 4 from last season. That's been delayed in finishing, as you can see, because of my Champions League participation. We're in control. As long as we don't lose our last game, St Patrick's, by a heavy goal difference, we have essentially won the Super Cup. We're in the League Cup. Now, League Cup, let's just go back. League Cup, we won it last year, but that don't exist anymore, apparently. Going back to last year then, let's show you this. So, it was a long old season because we had the Intertoto Cup, that Super Cup we lost. We had the UEFA Cup. Now, let's just go straight to it. The UEFA Cup, we went all the way to the semi-finals, and it was absolute heartbreak. I shit you not. We somehow, let me go back to the 4th round. We drew at Porto. Now, we drew at Porto. I just had to make sure we didn't concede in the second leg in that. To be honest with you, I was a bit unlucky in that first leg. The second leg against Porto, helped by the red card, no doubt about that. Bit of a difficult game for Paulino, but you know what? We did it. And we deservedly, I think it's fair to say, we deservedly advanced to play Arsenal. Now, Arsenal, we went to Arsenal and we lost 1-0. We went to Arsenal, we lost 1-0. So it's always going to be, I expected Arsenal to score an early away goal, and we didn't deserve it anyway. But hey-ho, we took on Arsenal at home, and we scraped the 1-0 win and scraped the penalty shootout victory. Absolutely crazy. But, do you know what? I'll take any bit of luck that we can. But the bad luck came in the semi-final where we took on Valencia. We won the first leg 1-0. Fair to say, that was a deserved victory. 1-0 victory in Spain. The second leg, we were 1-0 up. We had a red card. We were 2-0 up. And then it just all went to shit. We lose 3-2. We go out on away goals. I was devastated. And Keogh, who I think he headbutted, was then sold. Subsequently, he was sold. So, the end of the dream. Now, going back to the cups, as I was saying, the League Cup sure assures me that the League Cup doesn't exist anymore. There is the Munster Senior Cup final. Now, we won that. Now, I think what Sean told me is the Munster Cup is the equivalent to the FA Cup, I believe. I believe that's what he said. That Munster Cup. Now, there is more competitions, but we won that anyway. Let's just go back to the President's Cup. I don't know what the President's Cup is. I haven't got a clue what that is, but it can't be the Charity Shield then because we're not fucking in it. I don't know what that is. Clearly, it's not what I thought it was. The Leinster Senior Cup. That could actually be the Charity Shield then. No, maybe not, because Bohemians would have been in it last year, wouldn't they? So I don't know what that is either. But Sean was telling me that the Irish League now is nothing compared to what it was back on the ODB. So, as I said before, and as Sean answered a few queries, if you know any knowledge about ODB or the Irish League from 25 years ago, 24 years ago, whatever it is, let me know. But in terms of the season ahead, it's been very, very difficult to buy players. You know, our window opened on the 10th of May, and we did spend out a little bit of money on Andy Webster. We are still semi-professional, and this is the thing, you see. Being semi-professional, it's very difficult. Paulo Sousa, not the Paulo Sousa, but a decent player. Our money situation, we did sell Dave Collins. I did say we were looking to sell him, and we got rid of him to Middlesbrough. Because our money situation at Cork City is through the roof. It is through the roof. We are still semi-professional. You know, it's very, very difficult to get anybody interested in us. I think I already saw that he was... Do you know what? Did I miss that? I must have been keeping an eye on him. Quite a decent player. But, you know, we've got 200 odd players on our shortlist, and just no one of interest, really. No one really, anything decent is interested in us. In terms of value, that's what we've got going on over there. No one jumping out the page. You know, maybe a new goalkeeper there. We did bring in a new goalkeeper. You might have saw Andrew Quaid, an old favourite for me. But this is our formation. This is our middleman. And I feel that maybe, you know, I'm not sure where we go from here. We need to just get through the Champions League. Now, I do know one thing, right? I pointed this out in one of my previous videos. Let's just get to the European if we can. The coefficients. We went up in the coefficients. Now, I believe the coefficients runs in respect of how it does in real life, which is the last 5 years of European success. Now, we were 39, I think we were, 38, 39, and our points was something like 2 point something. It's now sitting on 4.00, and we're in 36th place in the coefficients. So we've got to do well, we've got to have a good run, and maybe if we can get to the top 30, maybe not even the top 30 actually, I'd say maybe the top 22, we can raise the rewards for European competition, who knows. But it's a great challenge. I think it's great fun, and maybe it'll get boring after another season if I go nowhere in Europe. Who knows? If I can't get the players in, you know, maybe Champions League's going to make a difference. If we get there, we've got to get there first. We've got to get there first. I made a mistake really on what I was saying about 34 league games, because I saw 34. It's 36 this time. That's fucking bizarre. Okay, that is fucking bizarre. Okay, so this is bizarre. So I didn't realise it. So I'm going to guess that this is something like France, where after season 1, the structure changes. Because there was 12 teams, weren't there? There was 12 teams. The schedule was 34 games. And I said, how's there 34 games? Well, I got that wrong, because it was actually 33 games. Because one of those 34 would be a week where you don't play. So that actually made sense. Played each other 3 times. I don't know how they determine when you have 2 at home and 1 away. But it was 33 game season, and that's different now. It's going to be a longer season, it would appear, because it's 36 games, which means we'll play each other 4 times, it would appear. Yeah, absolutely bizarre. Really is bizarre. So, yeah. All good, and that's it then with the Underdog. We move on, as I said, keep an eye, guys, for a stream in a few hours' time, and we can really crack on with Season 2. Till next time from me, guys, it's take it easy.